What's going on, everybody? It's your pal Burrito Johnson, or Cinema Burrito, or however you want to call me. I have so many names, and I gotta focus on one. Um, I'm doing a new segment in this channel called Midnite Cinema. Midnight, spelled Midnite, because midnight was taken by some other group by some other people who are not active. So I figured they wouldn't mind. I'm going to be focusing on movies. Like I think I did a stream a few days ago, like a test stream, and see how everything is going. Let's get some music up in here. Hopefully it doesn't drown out. Hopefully it doesn't drown out. Yeah. So I'm trying to commit to a once a week thing. See if we could just spend about half hour or so, maybe 45 minutes. I do like to talk a lot. Just kind of a platform for me to talk movies. I like video games. Don't get me wrong, but as you can see behind me, ignore this this TV. The stand, the plastic stand that it was on. Apparently, the thing is like £1 billion, so it kind of imploded on itself. TV's fine. I just got to get to it and focus on that at some point. I got to move some stuff around, make sure everything's good. But I got my TV, my VCR TV combo, good to go. It's just so damn heavy that it broke the stand that it was on. But anyways, yeah. Today's topics. I do have a stack of movies on me that I wanted to share with you guys. And kind of talk about some predicaments that I have with Arrow Video. Nothing bad, really, kind of, maybe ish. But let's go through what we're even gonna have an unboxing in here, maybe. All right, so we'll start with some Kino Lorber movies that I got over the past couple days. Pretty sure it's a little difficult to see. Yeah, so we'll start with Savage Sisters. Sorry for all the glare and everything. Savage Sisters. It's a Kino Lorber release. Let's see if I could minimize the glare on this. Probably won't help any. Kino Lorber. 1974, 86 minutes. Brand new 2K remaster. 3 of the world's deadliest women. Gloria Henry is the colonel. Leon, mean and foxy, with plenty of ammunition stacked in just the right places. Cherry Cafaro is the field marshal who took command of the liberating army to save her men. Rosanna Ortiz is the brigadier general, top mama of the female commando unit. Their trouble multiplied by 3, and they've got plans for a spectacular jailbreak. So yeah, this one looks like a lot of fun. I mean, it's rated R. It's probably exploitation and all that stuff. So Kino Lorber is cranking them out nowadays. It's ridiculous. They need to calm down. How else am I supposed to keep up with that? I'm gonna have to take a loan out or something like that. Second one is Stunt Rock. I almost kind of want to say something else ever since Orgasmo. I don't want to say it without getting in trouble. Stunt Rock, newly remastered in 4K. Take the thrill of insane stunts and the excitement of rock and roll, fuse them together, and you get Stunt Rock. The madness starts when real-life Australian stuntman Grant Page goes to LA and meets up with a theatrical rock band called Sorcery. And Page impresses the rockers so much with his daredeviling antics that they hire him for their act. While his first stunt lands him in the hospital, the reckless Page defies his doctor's orders, escaping out of the ward's fifth-story window to get back to the band. This sounds already out of it. This sounds ridiculous. I'm all for it. I'm actually all about it. PG 1978, 235 by 1. So I mean, just off the bat, and of course, horror Heart and Soul, 1993's Heart and Soul. It's a Mill Creek. They have their classics that basically make it look like it's a VHS. Staff picks. Like they used to do back in the day. They would put staff picks. It's obviously Blu-ray. For people who don't know what this movie is, yes, that's right. You do see Robert Downey Jr. and I think that's Elizabeth Shue, if I'm not mistaken, or yep, Elizabeth Shue. Essentially, a bus. I'm going to try to explain this as much as I can without giving too much away, but a bus crashes from the 50s and is somehow, I don't know. It's basically Robert Downey. Okay, let me start over. So essentially, Heart and Souls is Robert Downey Jr. and at some point, all these guys who basically died and never didn't really get closure or anything like that possess his body to get closure in their lives. I think a bus crashes with all of them in the 50s and stuff like that, and they get closure through Robert Downey Jr. I don't remember anything else past that. And it was a really funny movie. It's actually really touching. Nothing much. Well, here's the original. Here's the original cover without the. This is how I remember the cover. This is how the VHSs were when I had it on VHS. It was actually really fun. Robert Downey, back when Robert, I keep for not a lot of people know that Robert Downey Jr. was acting in the 80s and 90s. He was around still. He's not just known for Iron Man. But yeah, really, really fun movie. Can't wait to check it out on Blu-ray. Let me change the music. Sounds like softcore porn in here. Let's see if we could. Let's see if we could do some chill. Do we have chill music? I don't know. I guess that's totally not me, but I mean, if that's what our options are. Next one is, so Barnes and Nobles started their 50% off thing today. I'm pretty sure. Does anybody even go to Barnes and Nobles anymore? I mean, the only times I go to Barnes and Nobles is when they have a 50% off Criterion sale, which is due to happen any day now, probably early July, like every year. 50% off Criterion movies, I jump on that. But sometimes coinciding with it, they have 50% off Arrow as well. Arrow, which I'm pretty sure everybody knows who they are. Arrow Boutique, that they release really good packaging and stuff like that, restore movies to 4K and all that. But the first one I bought in the sale was My Stepmother is an Alien, Kim Basinger, a classic movie in the late 80s. Dan Aykroyd. I haven't seen this in a very long time, but as you can see with the sticker, 50% off. This was $40. I ended up getting it for $20 plus tax. Has all the special features in the back. I like to get them as soon as possible because typically when they run out of slips, they start selling them in standard cases for the same price. So might as well grab it as, This is a fun movie. Really, really fun. Kim Basinger back when she was doing stuff. I guess. I don't know. Whatever happened to Kim Basinger? Yeah. So that cost me $20. It ain't too bad. The other one was the one of my favorite. It's a really, really good movie. I'm sorry with all the glare. You know what? Let's unbox it. So True Romance. Tony Scott film, as you can see. Classic 1993 movie. Ensemble cast. Main stars are obviously Christian Slater and Patricia Arquette. Written by Quentin Tarantino. I'm actually going to open it right now because this is a special one. This is as you can see, 50% off on this. So it came out to about $30. I would order these from Amazon, but I don't trust Amazon anymore. Most of their movie deliveries that I've gotten, I've had to reorder because they show up damaged. So here is it. Here is True Romance without the packaging or plastic. It's really, really cool. In the back, I don't really know if you could really see it. Stealing, Cheating, Killing. Who Says Romance is Dead? Written by Quentin Tarantino. I think he had two movies that he was gonna direct. He had two screenplays that he wrote that he was gonna direct one of them and then sell off the second screenplay, and he chose to direct Pulp Fiction, and this one was one that was he sold, and Tony Scott directed it, and it's obvious. I don't think they tampered with it too much. There's two cuts of the movies. I think there's a director's cut, which I think there's a 2 minute difference. But cool thing about this is the 4K version, so it has a 4K and Blu-ray. Let's open it up. What I like about this version is that it comes with the steelbook, and I really, really, really dig this one. You got that, and then you got Christian Slater. I don't like that. I don't like this part so much, but I really enjoy this part. It's just really, really cool. Oh boy, as I'm breaking everything. What does it come in here? It comes with a sticker? What the heck? Oh, it comes with a sticker. Cool. That says romance. I don't know. Says something. Here's what it comes inside. The 2 discs and some cards on the side, which, I mean, does it come with a what the heck, man? This thing is jam packed, man. That's what I like about Arrow Video, is that they pack their. Yep, it comes with a poster. Yep, you got some art cards and stuff like that. You know. Yeah. Yep, postcards. So you could, I guess, send them. I mean, I don't know why you would want to send them. I mean, that's just wasting. And it does come with a poster. This one's a small poster. Huh. I wonder if this is a mini poster. Yeah. Oh. Is this the movie within the movie? So is this Coming Home in a Body Bag? Okay, yeah, this is a poster. Yeah. Inside of the steelbook. Sorry for all the glare. But yeah, I really, 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 I got it for this. That's a really, really cool. Not so much this part, but this part, really, really, really cool. All right, let me put everything away. I think I put everything away. There's more. There's actually more in here. Not in the steelbook itself, but more in the in here. I think this one actually comes with the full poster. Okay, good. I think so. It comes with the original, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so it comes with the. I want to say this is the original poster. I could be mistaken. And this is the if you feel like wanting the new poster. I actually like this side better because it has all the characters, all the main characters, anyways. Even though Christopher Walken really, I think, only shows up here and there. I don't remember him too much. And it comes with a booklet. I love the new smell of printing. Yep, comes with a booklet. So I love this release. Don't get me wrong. I love this release. I hope Arrow keeps doing stuff like this. But here's where I'm going to tell you. Well, let me put everything away now. Here's what I'm going to tell you why Arrow kind of could be shady a little bit. And listen, I'm not saying that they suck. I'm not saying that, you know, when they, as I crush everything in here, I'm not saying that they need to, you know, there we go. So absolutely stunning release. I'm really glad I was able to get this. This is a region. So obviously 4K is region free, and the Blu-ray that's in here is region A. Okay, so here's my problem. I have True Romance 4K that came out I want to say a year ago, if not less than that. If you could see, it's the UK version. You see that 18 rating right there. So here's the thing. Here's what Arrow failed to mention, that they originally released both of these, I think three versions of these, they originally released these in the UK first. So this one was released in the UK. This one I was able to grab because this one was more widely available. They never mentioned, oh, hey, they when they originally announced it, they originally said, hey, this is only coming to the UK. So this one, so the steelbook version and all that stuff, only UK. So people were importing them like crazy. The steelbook one sold out, but these were easily available. So I ordered this one and I grabbed it because I'm like, well, hey, if it's not coming to the US, I'm able to, you know, I'm able to at least grab them. Here's the problem: as I break everything, here's the problem. The book is the same as this. The difference is that obviously the thing that's holding the packaging is different. Like you get a steel book here, you just get a normal case. So come to find out, about 6 months later, these were announced for the U.S. So essentially, if you were like me and a lot of people who love Arrow, basically had a double dip. So all I had to really do was wait almost a year later, and I could have just got my hand on this one. Not really have to buy this one if I don't really need to, because I thought, oh, this is my only chance to do it. I'm not going to have a chance anymore. So all I had to do was wait a year. I was able to grab this version. This is a US version. See how there's no rating, 18 UK or whatever. This is region A. 4K is region free, but the Blu-ray in here is region A, so that's not going to be locked. This one, I don't have to worry about it because the 4K, both of these are 4K region free, but the Blu-ray on this one is region locked. Again, I would have to bust out, or I mean, throw it in my region free Blu-ray player, which is no problem. But I just don't like that they do that sometimes with with us. They make it Arrow make, and I get it. They want to sell some copies. I mean, they're really good at it. I mean, look at these guys. I mean, look at these. They're absolutely beautiful. They're gonna go up on my shelf to hang. I mean, they when they release a special edition, they release a special edition. I'm not too upset because I get two versions of this to display. I mean, they're both really good. I'm not too. I mean, this one's okay, but this one is just a lot better because you get the steelbook. You don't get one in here. That's what I'm not really liking about Arrow. And whenever I bring this up, especially in Arrow groups, they get mad at me because there's a lot of people who love Arrow. They love Arrow. They Arrow Video. And if you say anything remotely criticizing them, you are the enemy. You are the bad guy. They immediately jump on you. So you can't really give your 2 cents. So I figured I use whatever platform this is to talk about it. So yeah, it's not the first time they've done this. If you could see, I have RoboCop, An American Werewolf in London in Blu-ray special packaging, just like this, that I had to hunt down, track down because they were special limited editions that they were sold out. Come to find that they just released the exact same packaging and everything with the 4 disc inside instead of the Blu-ray. So leaving me to double dip if I really wanted the 4K version. That's why I haven't jumped on a American Werewolf in London 4K or a RoboCop 4K because I refuse to do so. They should give you an incentive. They should tell you, hey, you know what? You have the 4K version. Show proof that you have the 4K version. Pay $10 to $15, and we'll send you a 4K disc for an upgrade. That'd be really really cool if they did that. But we know that they're not going to do that. But yeah, so Arrow Video is, as you can see. I mean, look. I mean, I don't know if you can see too well, but up here I have half my shelves are covered in Arrow videos, and I mean, I love that thing. But you know what? You have to you have, I wouldn't say criticize, but you got to just tell them, hey, let us know in advance at least that you're going to release. I mean, listen, this is so first world problems. The world's going to hell in a handbasket as it is, and me talking about, they're, they keep re-releasing stuff that they told you that they're not going to re-release. When, but yeah, I get it. But you know, you should be upfront with somebody. Arrow Video is a UK distribution company right off the bat. They do have some US stuff. They do release both countries, but sometimes you have film rights for one country, mostly the UK, that you don't have in the United States. And I get it. When True Romance, when this one was announced along with like five other versions, they probably had the license just for the UK for the 4K and all that stuff. Now, when that license lapsed or whatever, they were able to bring it over to the U.S. And now we have the U.S. version 4K. And by the way, it looks stunning. It looks great. So we have a U.S. release. I get it, but they should tell us right up front. Be like, hey, we're getting the UK releases now with the special editions, steelbooks, and all that, all like that. But if you're in the US, later down the line, we will be releasing the US versions, Region A, and all that stuff. So people aren't clamoring. So people like myself from the US aren't clamoring and be like, I need to order, I need to import it because we're never gonna get it. Come to find out that they are releasing Region A American versions. So I wish they would be more upfront about it. I wish they would be like, that way we're not double dipping. I in this case, while I'm not too angry about it, I got two versions of this. It would be nice if they were kind of like on the record with us. Be like, yeah, don't worry about it. We're gonna release a Region A version. But yeah, I'm probably just being a little bitch. It's okay. And that's fine. But if you collect movies like I do, Kino, I'll be honest with you. As much as I love these and they're beautiful to display and stuff like that, and Second Sight, especially with the Drive box set, beautiful, probably the most beautiful release that we're gonna get this year. I gotta say, out of everybody right now, Kino Lorber is kicking ass. They are releasing movies like crazy, throwing them in these nice little slips that us collectors. I mean, it's not a movie without a fucking slip on it. You know what I'm saying? You have to have a slip nowadays in some of your movies, in order to, for it to count. I know people who collect them, and I absolutely, these slips don't last long. These slips they only make a certain amount for a certain amount of time, and then they start just selling the normal cases. And at the end of the day, as a collector, I would say about 90%, about 95% of my Kino Lorber collection has slips. When I go to the used mom and pop shops and I find a Kino Lorber movie, and if it has a slip and if it's in a reasonable price, chances are, I'm probably gonna pick it up. But here's the problem. Here's the problem. Kino Lorber is starting to do the 4K thing as well. I mean, I'll be honest with you. Kino Lorber is releasing some stellar 4K movies. They are upgrading movies to 4K. In the Heat of the Night is spectacular in 4K. I've never seen a movie. It was 1967. Sidney Poitier, Poitier, whatever. I do apologize. I'm butchering his name, but I've never seen a movie look so great. They do a fantastic job. So the problem with that is that they're taking movies from the Criterion released on Blu-ray, like The Great Escape, was a Blu-ray release on Criterion, and basically they're taking the rights from that, and then Kino Lorber is making a 4K release of The Great Escape. The Heat of the Night, same situation. The Heat of the Night was a Blu-ray release on Criterion. Can't even remember it. So Criterion already as it is, remasters these movies in 1080p, cleans it up, basically remasters it in 4K, cleans them up, make it look the best they're ever gonna look, and then put them on a 1080p disc. Which we never understood why they, Criterion is the last one of the last labels to jump on a 4K the format. The first 4K they released was Citizen Kane, or was it Mulholland Drive? One of those. So Citizen, they released it, and they released the 4K version of Citizen Kane, and then of course the Blu-ray disc was coded wrong or something, so they had to send back they had to do a replacement program, which I don't need the Blu-ray. I have the 4K, and it'd be kind of neat. Be like because they want, in order for you to get a replacement for the Citizen Kane Blu-ray, you have to send a picture of a broken Citizen Kane disc, and then they send you, I think, a $10 gift card along with the replacement disc. But I think it's kind of cool to be like, I have the defective Blu-ray disc intact or whatever. I think that's kind of a cool thing to have as a collector. But yeah. So everything is eventually going 4K. I mean, I don't think they're gonna be releasing Savage Sisters anytime soon in 4K, or Stunt Rock in 4K. I'm pretty sure this is the best these movies are gonna get. But you got The Apartment, The Great Escape. I'm looking at all this stuff. You got all these movies that are already released in 4K. They're dropping it in 4K, and they're doing it at a fast pace that it's crazy. I can't keep up with them. Every other, it seems like every week there's a shit ton of, and then there's even more coming throughout the rest of the year. It just boggles my mind how much Kino Lorber is just on top of the game. So the Criterion Collection, I do collect it. I don't know if I do have one whole row is Criterion. That was my first ever boutique label that I ever purchased from. I don't remember which one was my first Criterion movie. I wish I would remember. They say that you never forget your first, but obviously I've forgotten. But yeah, so being a collector's pretty interesting times. I think it ramped up during the pandemic because we were at home all the time. We had nowhere to go. We were just watching. We were getting bigger and fatter and watching movies all day, and it was absolutely the best time of my life. I'm still doing it now. I just came from a movie, and then yeah. Oh, also I watched The Thing in The Thing 40th anniversary at AMC this past Father's Day. I took my son to see it. It was awesome. It looked great. The sound wasn't that good for being in a big theater. The picture was good, but and I had a great time. I've never seen The Thing. One of my favorite movies of all time is The Thing, and is wonderfully directed, paced. In my opinion, it's a perfect movie. I can't really, looking back at it, I can't really say, well, like, it would have been better if they done this. It's a perfect movie in every way, shape, or form. Perfectly shot, perfectly directed, perfectly acted. The practical effects still hold up in this movie, and it looks even better on the big screen. So come to find out, a day later, apparently, Fathom Events, which I don't really go to their stuff. I heard good things about it. Fathom Events screened it in the wrong format. I think they beam it down on a satellite to all the theaters, and they just protect it. So they screened it at the 185 by 1 aspect ratio, when John Carpenter shoots all his movies in widescreen 235 by 1. So instead of, it was a boxed. So that's why I was kind of like, wow, I thought he shoots it in widescreen, but whatever. Maybe because the screen is so big that it has bars. Nope, the movie was supposed to take up the whole screen. And I the thing is that even watching it in the wrong format, I actually still had a good time. I was noticing details I never noticed before while watching it in 4K. I have two 4K versions of the thing, like three Blu-rays or whatever, all remastered, all that stuff, and I'm still notice you still notice stuff on the big screen. So yeah, we were screened the wrong format, and the sound apparently wasn't that great. So apparently this Wednesday they're going to be streaming it in better quality, better and in their correct format, better sound, all that good stuff. But here's the thing: the cool thing about it is that if you have proof of purchase from if you saw it on Sunday, which I did, I have proof of purchase. I'm able to go watch it on Wednesday night in the correct tomorrow in the correct format, or I guess tonight in the correct format. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'll report back and see how they did it. But I will give some criticism to Fathom Events. I did email them saying, hey, what about us? They put out a statement, Twitter, all that stuff, saying, hey, we do apologize. We always want to do right by everybody, and we're gonna make sure that we screen the correct format and everything on Wednesday. And I'm like, well, what about people who watch it on Sunday? What are we gonna do? Well, first of all, they were like, well, you need to contact your theater. So they basically told me it's not our fault because I bought it through AMC, the app, and all that. I didn't buy it through Fathom Events. So I guess if I would have bought it through Fathom Events, I don't know, I would have been screwed because it'd be like, well, we can't do anything. Um, 10 a.m. this morning, I called the theater I went to and I talked to one of the managers. I'm like, hey man, just to let you know, we watched the thing and all that stuff, but you guys show it was shown in the wrong format. So is there any way we could watch the Wednesday, because it's only showing 2 days, the 19th and the 22nd. So Sunday, Wednesday. I don't know if they're gonna watch it anymore or should. Hopefully. Um, so they're going to, yeah. So like, yeah, go ahead, man. If you bring down the proof of purchase, we'll go ahead and honor it and give you passes to the 7 p.m. showing. So yeah, so the thing was, even in the wrong format, I still had a blast. It was great to see it on a big screen, and hopefully, I have absolutely no problem watching it two times in a matter of days in another big screen, and the correct format, and hopefully better quality, better sound. But so that's gonna do it with Midnite Cinema. Literally midnight. It's literally midnight here in Arizona. Um, I'm gonna do this about once a week. Do some practice runs until I could get it right, and then what I'll do is I'll stream it and then upload it on YouTube. I'm gonna see if I could download it straight off Twitch. I don't know if it lets me or not, but yeah, I'm gonna. So in other words, I'm gonna be streaming this live, and then putting the VOD on Twitch. But all right, guys, let's get out of here. It is Cinema Midnight, Midnite Cinema. Oh, dude, actually, you know what? That's a good name, Cinema Midnight, instead of Midnight Cinema. When I think about that, but I think Midnight Cinema sounds a lot better. What do you think? Let me know. Until next time, guys. Let's do it. Let's do another one of these quick shows where I sit down, talk about movies, what I've seen, what I've purchased, and until then, keep watching movies, guys. Have a good one.